everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. Today's video is extremely long. We've got a lot of extra that we're adding into it today. It'll be I'll show you some walking and Jim will show you the rest of the car work that he finished up today.
Get yourself a drink.
So you might want to get yourself a drink or sit back and relax and put your feet up. It's going to be a bit. Today while I was walking, I actually watched quite a few because I chose videos that were not super long, which normally I try to choose the real long ones, but I wanted to put some different people and call them out or whatever.
Shout outs.
Shout them out, yeah. I wanted to do that. And so I watched JustDonnaMaria. I watched FNM Lifestyle with Lori, and 6 Miles to Supper with Kayla, MAINEiac Grammie's Homestead with Brenda, and Rumduol Angkor. I don't know how to say her last name. But it will be in the more section. And Rumduol Angkor. I don't know how to say it. I can't even see it with these glasses. What I wrote. I'll put it in the more section. And then Terri Leist, it was who I was eating my breakfast with. And the Rumduol one, I was answering my comments and some of my comments, and I also have it on the iPad. So you're played actually in 2 spots when I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm eating and watching. Or I'm answering my comments and watching. There's 2 things going. Because I will put it on 2 spots, because sometimes it's easier to make the comments on one thing on the iPad. Sometimes on the iPad and sometimes on the computer. Depends which I feel like doing that day. Well, I went out and got eggs. And I got 11 eggs. 11 eggs. I needed 1 more to get a dozen, but I got 11 eggs. The hens are laying pretty good right now, but the stores are making their prices higher, I heard. I don't know, I don't buy eggs, but that's what I heard. And so different ones have been asking for eggs because they're more expensive in the store. And they're not farm fresh eggs either.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the rest of Emily's car stuff came in, and Jim was just about ready to open it, so go ahead, open it. He's opening the car stuff that Emily has been waiting for, so he can finish her car.
Air, they ship air.
They ship air, he says. And now we're going to open the rest of it.
And another opening.
Sorry, she was in.
Oh.
She's in now. Oh, well.
There it is.
Oh, that's what cost over $40, or if we would have gotten it a day sooner, it would have been $60, 60
Yep.
something.
If I would have gotten it locally, it would have been a whole lot
And
more.
if the garage would have got it, it would have been probably double.
Probably would have been $100 or more for this, and then charge for putting it in.
A lot of the places say that it costs about $150 for the service department at the garages. That's pretty sad.
One of the guys at work said that even around here, labor rates at the garage are $100 an hour. Mechanics don't get anywhere near that, but
No. There was one of them that said that the mechanic that the garage got $100 or $150, and they only got like $26,
yeah.
which is pretty sad. Well, you can take this with you if you want, and you can show it. I'm not going to go outside. It's raining and it's cold. It's gotten cold out there.
Okay. There it is. It's bolted in place. Just two little bolts back here to hold it in. This fitting is the one that broke, and it broke right here so that it was letting all her fluid out through this overflow tube. So I just got to put that on. This one goes over here. Pair of pliers to move the clamp back into position. And it's done. I already hooked the one up in the bottom because that's the hardest. You have to hook that before it actually gets bolted down. I'll put some antifreeze in. Brand new jug because neither one of us had any, so we both got some because I usually have some in stock, but I didn't for today. Get that positioned so I don't have to hang on to it because I need two hands. We got a 50-50 blend, pre-blended antifreeze. That way you don't have to try to get the correct ratios. Then I'll fill it to its fill mark and then run the engine. Let it warm up enough to start circulating. Then I'll see if it goes down or not. Just gotta let the engine warm up enough so where the thermostat opens and it circulates. I'll bring you back when it does. These were the two filters that I actually replaced. This is actually the air filter for the engine. That is from the outside of it. That's what the inside of the filter carburetor side looks like. It's dirty, but I've seen them a whole lot worse than that. And this one is what they call the cabin air filter, which has junk in it, but hold it up to the light, you can see it's dirty, but it's not plugged at all. That probably could go a long time more, but it's cheap enough to replace. Okay, now it's back on. Camera's been acting goofy. I think looks like color has mixed. I know her radiator fluid was an orange. What I put in was more of a pale yellow. Really hasn't changed in height any. It's been running for maybe 10 minutes or so. Still, it should be circulating by now. So I think pretty much I'm done with it right here. Gonna let her have it back. Hopefully nothing else happens. Just keep an eye on it for a couple days. You know, maybe by Saturday or Thursday or Friday. Someday, and maybe not Saturday, it's supposed to be real cold. Thursday or Friday, it's supposed to be warmer. And just pop the hood, look in there, see if it's about that height, and if it is, you'll be good to go. Put the pressure cap back on. And you gotta make sure it clicks that last click. You can put your extra gallon in your trunk. Modern vehicles, things don't last forever. The plastic clip that's supposed to hold the hood stop broke. So a little bit of Ingenuity Engineering and snap clothespins work great for a lot of stuff. Locks it in place, holds it there, that's good. And that's it. I told Emily she got something that most mechanics wouldn't do. She got her floors detailed. They're all pretty clean now, as clean as I don't have a real tight nozzle, but I got them as clean as they could. You're welcome, Emily.
Thank you.
So this is everything I took care of on Emily's car for her. The two upper strut mounts. This is the way it sits in the car. This side goes down in the spring. A radiator overflow tank that has a busted fitting. Engine air filter and cabin air filter. And that's what my latest project. Although yesterday I had to take the front wheel off the Jeep and try to get my brake freed up because I had one front brake that was sticking and dragging. But that's fixed for now, and this will be it for today. Talk to you later. My next little project for today is the trike is back here in towards the back of the barn, and to get it out I have to move the Jeep all the way out because I also have my snowplow in here, which I have on a cart so that I can roll it around and makes it mounting it to the Jeep easier. So what I'm going to do today, or right now, is the snowplow is going there, and the Jeep or the trike is coming up here. That way, if I want to take the trike out someday, I can just push the Jeep back a little bit or leave it. I usually leave it parked back far enough that I can drive the trike out and back it back in. So that's my next little project, and I'm going to do that right now. And actually, earlier in the winter, when there's a good possibility we're going to get lots of snow, I actually put the snowplow over there, and then over here I parked my little Kubota with a bucket on it. So if I have to move snow with that I can't get out of places I can't get the Jeep into, I've always got the tractor down here ready to go. Now, I was explaining to Emily and how you need to let your vehicles run for quite a while to get all your exhaust system warmed up so that the water vapor that it's emitting evaporates out. And as you can see, I hope you can see, there's quite a bit coming out right now. So I'm going to let it sit here and run for a while. Just let it sit and idle. Let it all warm up real good. Could probably take it out for a short ride, and that would definitely warm it up. I don't know how the weather's going to hold up right now. There's clouds, but there's also sunshine. So who knows? But it is very, very windy here. Well, they make an oil dry, which is, so if you have an oil spill, it helps absorb the oil. I have found that cat litter works just as good, probably a little bit cheaper. Mine looks more dirt than cat litter because, well, I reuse a lot of it, and it when I sweep it up, if there's any mud comes off the Jeep, that gets swept right up with it. Right here you can see a lot of the moisture that comes out of the exhaust. This has been sitting here running for a little while, but you can see how much there's quite a bit of moisture that has come out. Yes, the garage floor is probably very cold, which makes the water condense more. Just shows you a little more of how much is actually coming out of there. I'm back to our normal with Nonna's car. my Jeep, the trike, and way in the back there, the snowplow, and then our camping truck. So we're all set. We're all done. Have a good evening.
Hope you all had a great time watching this video and had a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.